Well, hello, friends. I just wanted to jump on here real quick and share a couple of things with you today. I'm actually in between my sales calls, so I have a couple of minutes, but I wanted to share with you a journey that my husband and I are on. We sat down at the beginning of the year and took a serious look at our finances and decided we wanted to be debt-free and get out of debt. And this really all started for me actually last year. I read a book called The Total Money Makeover by Dave Ramsey. And that book, after I read that book, I was inspired and I felt like this is something that I can actually do and apply. And it gave me a plan, a step-by-step plan on how to do this. So I shared it with my husband and we came up with our why. I think it's really important that when we start to step out into things that we want to do, we got to know why we want to do it. And that always helps you because when it gets hard, it helps you go back to the reason why you're doing it in the first place. So for us, a big thing was, of course, is we want to plan for our future. We want to plan for when we are getting older, that we don't become a burden to our children. For me, I work as a hospice consultant. So I meet with families all the time who are taking care of their loved ones. And one of the things that becomes very stressful for the family is when they've got financial burdens from these loved ones that are very sick and ill. And it's just opened my eyes up to the things that could happen in the future, that I think that now if we plan well, we can avoid a lot of that. And so that was a big why for us. The other big thing is, of course, we want to enjoy ourselves when we are older. We don't necessarily want to work as hard as we're working right now, but being able to have some, finances there so that we can actually enjoy getting older. And then the third reason was we wanted to leave a legacy for our children. And I think part of leaving a legacy for our children is teaching our children what we're doing. And so as I'm going through this journey, I'm going to be sharing with my children about their finances and about debt, and teach them all the things that I'm learning myself now. I know for me and probably for my husband, when I grew up, my parents didn't really talk about those things with me necessarily. And, I didn't really learn those things in school. So these are things that we had to learn on our own. So I want to be able to teach my children all the things that I'm learning now, to help them for their future. So I always have to go back to those whys, because there are days, I'm going to be honest, there are days when it is challenging, and when I have to say no to those cute pair of shoes that I want to buy. And when we are going through hard things, it takes a lot of discipline and self-control, and those things don't come naturally. And so self-control and discipline, we know, come from the Lord. So there's a lot of times where I have to go back to my why and go back to my word and remember that God has placed those things in me, that I can do this, and just get encouraged again and remember why I'm doing it. So I wanted to leave you guys with this scripture. It's Hebrews 12:11, and it says, "No discipline seems pleasant at the time, but painful. Later on, however, it produces a harvest of righteousness and peace for those who have been trained by it." And, I am looking forward to that financial peace that we will obtain once we cross this finish line. So I just wanted to encourage somebody out there who may be feeling really overwhelmed right now about their debt. I just want to share with you, you're not alone. But number two is you can do this. You have to have a plan though. And I know for me, that book has started us on our plan. So it's already written out. I don't have to reinvent the wheel. I just follow the steps and follow the plan, and until we cross that finish line. So just want to encourage somebody out there today. Hope you guys have a blessed day, and I will talk with you guys soon.